Welcome to today's workout. Today we are going to crush our upper body. So we are going to hit biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest, and back. So that means we need a variety of dumbbells and a yoga mat or a bench because we are going to take it down to the floor for some of our moves. And of course, we always want to have some water close by. So grab your stuff, let's get warmed up. And during the warm up, I will explain to you what our workout's going to look like. Okay, so let's do some single arm circles here. Just get the arms all nice and warm. And then I want you to reverse. Switch to the other side. So what we've got today is we are gonna start with 5 moves. We're gonna do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, reverse that arm. We're gonna repeat those 5 moves for a total of 3 rounds. Then we're gonna move on, give me some open and close, to our next round, which is gonna be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we're gonna do 2 rounds of that. Then we've got a third round, which we're gonna go through once. It's gonna be 30 seconds of each move. And then we've got a little bonus at the end. I want you to reach up and then let them fall. And it's just gonna be a little bonus 5-minute round. We're gonna do an Amrap, which I'll explain to you exactly how that works a little bit later. One more. All right, bring the arms at 90 degrees. Bring them up and down. A couple more. And then keep the arms in and just open it up. So I want you to have a variety of weights, and I want you to be choosing a weight that you can try to get through the entire time with, but that is going to start to get a little bit challenging towards the end, right before I'm about to tell you to have a break. All right, shake it out. If you're finding that it's easy the whole way through, then I want you to go a little heavier. If you're struggling like 10, 15 seconds in, then I want you to pick a little lighter. All right, just warming up the torso here. Perfect. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Okay, so let's lay out our mat or pull your bench over, whatever you're using. We are starting with our chest press. Okay, let's take it down. I want you to think about squeezing through the chest, right from the bottom. We're pushing our lower back into the mat, feeling nice and strong. Exhale on the way up. Try not to rest those elbows on the floor at the bottom. You got it. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, carefully come on up. We're gonna go next into our single arm row. So grab that dumbbell, and here we go. So we're squeezing the back, we're pulling from the back. I want you to think about lifting from your back rather than lifting with your arm. And then down at the bottom, Don't let this shoulder fall, okay? Keep that upper back strong. Almost there. Last one. Rest. All right. Now switch to the other side. Our transitions are quick, but once we get used to these moves, we'll have our weights ready to go. All right, here we go. We'll make it a lot easier. Core tight, long spine. You got it. Hang in there. And rest. Nice. Whew. Okay, we're back on the floor. We've got chest flies. Let's take it down and begin. So, just a slight bend in the elbows, like you're wrapping your arms around a big tree. We're coming over the center of the chest. So we're not over the belly button, we're not over the face. And right from open here, this is where we want to start to squeeze through that chest. Exhale on your way up. Give me one more. Nice. All right, come on up. One more move and then we get a break. We're gonna do our back flies. I'm gonna start with these and you might drop down partway through. Here we go. So again, chest facing the floor, long spine. Don't bounce it at the top and try not to use momentum at the bottom. You got it. Give me one more. And rest. Nice. All right. We got a 45-second break. And then we're gonna repeat those 5 moves one more time. Actually, we got 2 more times, but we're gonna repeat them again. Okay, so good time to assess your weights. I'm gonna go lighter on my flies, but I think everything else was pretty good. That may change for round 3, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. All right, start thinking about coming down to the floor because we're starting in 5 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. Press. Good job. Don't forget to breathe. One more. Rest. Nice. All right, come on up to your feet. We've got our single arm row. Coming into that lunge position. Here we go. Make sure that you're not leaning on top of your kneecap. Good job. One more. Carefully put that weight down and go to the other side. All right, ready? Grab that dumbbell. Long spine, here we go. We're nice and warmed up for this round. Good job, squeeze that back. One more. Nice. Okay. Whew. All right. Coming down to the floor for our chest flies. Let's do it. Job. Squeeze right from the bottom over the middle of the chest. One more. Rest. Amazing. Okay. Back flies. I'm gonna go a little lighter this time. Here we go. So I was feeling that up a little bit into my neck. So I just thought I would take my weight amount down. Just be safe. Good job. Long spine, don't move the upper body. Just those arms are going. Give me two more. Nice. All right, we get a little break. 45 seconds, and then we have our last and final round. I might challenge myself. I think I might go up a little bit on this one. I'm going to. All right. Going up 5 pounds. I got my other ones here in case I need them. Take it back. Ready? Here we go. So if you're doing these workouts multiple times, It's really good to actually write down the weight that you used on each set. So for example, I ended up going up here on my last set. So now next time, I'm starting to regret it, by the way. Next time, I'm gonna start with this weight. If I write it down, I won't forget. Give me one more. Nice. Ooh, all right. Up to our feet. Single arm row. Here we go. We won't be like, oh, I can't remember what I did. Did I start with this weight? And then we start with it, when meanwhile we could have started heavier, or it's too heavy, and then we have to switch it out. So if you know where you finished, you know where to start. That's it. These should be tough by round 3, you guys. If not, you gotta give yourself a little more challenge. Give me one more. Nice. Whew. If we were doing another round, I would definitely be dropping down on those. Pretty sore today. All right, are you ready? Here we go. If you've been following along with my workouts, we've been working really hard. So you might be feeling a little sore too. Or maybe you're feeling amazing and you're like rocking through this, which is also awesome. You don't always have to be sore to equal a good workout. We always sometimes think if we don't sweat or if we don't, one more, if we don't, I'm going up in my chest flies too. Let's take it to the floor. If we're not super sore the next day, like we didn't have a good workout. Here we go. That's not always the case. Really use that mind-muscle connection. So focusing on where we're working. Good. We're almost there, you guys. Give me one more. Nice. Okay. Up to your feet. We have flies. Here we go. Last move, then we get a break. Keep that core tight to protect your back. Come on, keep pushing, we're almost there. Last 5 seconds. See if you can get one more. And rest. Awesome job. All right. We got a break. I'm gonna clean up my space a little bit here. We can move this out of the way. For now, we do not need it. I'm not gonna need these anymore. Put these away. All right, so our next round, we're dropping down to 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we're doing 2 rounds, okay? So this time we're more hitting shoulders, biceps, triceps. So have a quick sip of water, have some dumbbells close by, and let's get to the next round. All right, starting with our shoulder press. So now you can either do a staggered stance or you can be here. Just whatever stance you're in, I want you to watch that lower back. Try not to arch as you press up. One more. Nice. Awesome. All right. Lateral raises is next. Going out to the side. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So nice and controlled on the way up, and then nice and controlled on the way down. And I want you to think about lifting right from the shoulder. One more. Nice. All right. Give those arms a little break. We're moving to the front. Okay, you ready? Palms are facing the ground or your thighs. The ground at the top. Again, same thing. Lifting only to shoulder height. Think about lifting from the shoulder. Nice and slow on the way down. Good job. Keep it going. One more. Nice. Okay. Alternating bicep curls is next. I'm gonna start here. I might have to drop down partway through. Okay, ready? So no upper body rocking here. Make sure you're bringing them all the way down. One more each arm. Beautiful. Okay. Kickbacks are next. All right. Chest facing the floor, arms up, kick it back. So shoulder to elbow is locked in place. I don't care about you getting those arms super high in the kickback. I'm more concerned about you squeezing through and having good form. So when we start to try and get height, we start to lift higher than what we have our elbows, and then our shoulders start to come into play. One more. Rest. All right. And go lighter on those next round. Okay, we get a little break. Then we're gonna do it all again, one more time, okay? So think about whether or not the weights you had were good. If not, we're gonna switch them out. Starting with our shoulder press. Okay, are you ready? Grab those dumbbells. Bring them up. Here we go. Try to relax through the neck, through the shoulders. Now, yes, we're engaging our shoulders, so I don't want you to have them totally relaxed, but I don't want them scrunched up to your ears, okay? That's what I mean by relax. One more. Nice. All right. Going a little bit lighter for my lateral raises. Whew. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start here, and then I'm gonna drop down. All right, here we go. Remember, this is our last round of these moves, so we don't have to do this again. So I just switched my weights out. It's okay to do that. Last one. Nice. Okay. Whew. Front raise is going to be next. All right, you ready? Palms facing in. Nice and controlled. Keep that chest nice and open. So what I mean by that is I don't cave in this way through the shoulders. We want nice, good posture. Try not to swing through this motion. If you're having to swing to bring it up, too heavy. Two more. Last one. Nice. Good job. All right. Alternating bicep curls. Now, if I was doing regular bicep curls with both arms, I probably would go a little bit lighter. But because my one arm gets a break, I get to, let's begin. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier because I can. Good. Drive those elbows towards the floor right as you start to curl. Another thing to keep an eye on here is watch your wrists. Sometimes if it's heavy or we're not paying attention, we tend to like roll up with our wrists. We don't want that. Bring them all the way down. One more each arm. Other side. Nice. Okay. Kickbacks. Now I said I was going to go lighter, so these are my lighter weights here. All right, ready? Chest facing the floor. Here we go. Kick it back. Again here, try not to use momentum. You'll notice when I come forward, I do a little pause here instead of this. Keep the elbows tucked in. You got it, we're almost there. Squeeze. Woo. 2 more. Last one. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Put those weights down. We get a little break. Next up, we've got 30 seconds for each move, okay? So it's not too bad. And we only have 1 round. And then we have our bonus at the end. So we're not quite done yet. That's okay. We're gonna do this together. All right, are we ready? Let's crush it. All right, here we go. So we're using those legs to press overhead. So we're powering up from the legs, so I'm able to go a little heavier. Palms are facing in. One more. Nice. Whew, that was tough. All right. Push up to row. Here we go. Wider feet is going to give you more stability. Okay. We can also push up. Be here. Or maybe your push-ups here, and then you come up for your row. Rest. Lots of variations on that one, okay? All right, hammer curls. Just gonna move this out of the way. Okay, palms in, shoulders down, chest open, curl it up. One more. Awesome. Okay, skull crushers. Taking it to the floor. Again, just like in our kickbacks, we're locking in the upper arm, okay? All right, here we go. Fight to keep the elbows in. They're gonna wanna flare out to the side as you get tired. If you can't keep them in, grab a lighter weight. Lower back's pressed into the mat. One more. Nice. Okay. One more move here. All right, we're gonna do our plank lateral walk. So take it down, plank position, Here we go. Now, if you can, you're gonna step the leg and the hand at the same time. All right, if you need to, you can do hand, leg, hand, leg. You can also hold plank if you can't walk it, okay? Rest. Whew. All right, that is done. Next up, we have our AMRAP. So, AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. So here's what we got. I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. This is our finisher, okay? 5 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do 5 push-ups. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna do 10 bent over rows. We're gonna do 15 bicep curls. And we're just gonna keep repeating that until the 5 minutes is up, and we're gonna see how many rounds you can get. So the goal is to get as many rounds as possible, but don't jeopardize your form, okay? All right, so figure out what weights you're gonna use. Quick reminder, 5 push-ups, 10 rows, 15 bicep curls. Okay, I'm gonna grab a timer. I'm gonna set this for 5 minutes. All right? Okay. Are we ready? One more reminder, 5 push-ups, 10 bent over rows, 15 bicep curls. I'll have it up on the screen here in case you guys need to get a reminder of what we're doing. As many rounds as possible. 5 minutes. This is a finisher. Give it all you got. Ready? Begin. So remember, you can do those push-ups on your knees if you need to. Now, yes, we are racing the clock, but I don't want you to get sloppy, okay? One minute in. Definitely need to drop down on my next round of those. All right, when you're done, get right back to it. Start over. Oh, my biceps are dead. Two minutes in. Look at that. Dropping down again. I'm gonna be down to my ones and twos. And be barely able to lift them. Now I lost count. I think that's 15. All right. Let's go, let's go. Keep it moving. No break. You can do it. You can do it. Whatever we got left in the tank, this is where we're gonna use it up. Three minutes in. All right. Don't get sloppy, but don't be slacking. You got this. This is where change takes place. We're tired, and we keep moving, and we keep pushing, and it burns. Woo! Come on, you guys. I believe in you. Let's go. We're so close. Do not quit now. Come on. You can do this. Four minutes in. $50 seconds left of work, you guys. That's it. All right, you're gonna finish strong. You showed up, you pushed play. You might as well finish it. Come on. You can do it. I'm struggling with you. Don't slow down. Come on. Let's go, let's go. So close. And rest. Whew. Okay. I don't know how many rounds I got. I was too busy talking. Maybe 3 plus 1 set of push-ups. I would love for you to put in the comments how many rounds you got. Maybe it was only 1.5. That's okay. Maybe you got more than me. That's okay too. I'm super proud of you guys for just pushing through and sticking right till the end. All right, shake those arms out. A really good stretch here. Grab a little bit heavier of a dumbbell and then just let it, this time I want you to let it pull your shoulder down. Do about 5 circles and then switch and go the other way. And then carefully put the dumbbell down and go to the other side. And go the other way. Awesome. All right. Open up that chest. Take a deep breath in. Feel strong. Tell yourself how proud you are of the hard work that you put in today. Give yourself a hug. Feel strong. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale. Give yourself a hug. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. All right. Reach those hands back. Try to stretch out the bicep a little bit here. Good, shake it out. And then, my mic is in the way, but let's do an overhead stretch. Stretching out the triceps. Amazing work, you guys. I hope those arms are feeling tired, but good. We did a leg workout earlier this week. It was a 50-minute, and it was a good one. And I'm still a little bit sore from that. So if you haven't done that one yet, that's a great one to do after this, because this one is strictly upper arms and the other one is strictly legs. So then you're getting upper and lower, which is amazing as we want to work the entire body, right? Okay, so let me know how many rounds you got in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Make sure you like the video and subscribe so that we can work out again together next time. And I will see you then. Have a good day.